Okay, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. As you already know, this is your U.S. General 5-drawer tool cart with side tray and deep compartment. Um, we're going to get into a little topic. I basically put out a video expressing, my thoughts and opinions on the Genius Professional Tools extra long 12-point metric box-end wrenches. Um, in that last previous video, I basically explained about roughly the first 3 to 4 wrenches that are in the set are testically a whole lot much more slimmer in design compared to the last 2 wrenches in the set, and that the more thinner profile wrenches that are in the set do flex a little bit. um, some people have put out reviews stating that they basically didn't like the wrenches that much because they've found problems where that they have rounded off fasteners with the 12-point metric. Okay, but I'm gonna get into a little demonstration about what I have noticed about the wrenches since I have received them. I basically have been using these wrenches around the shop since I basically received the wrenches. I actually got the opportunity to use each actual size on each of the wrenches. So it's not like I basically just used a wrench or two just to, try to put this video together or to do a demonstration. So we're gonna basically get over here to the side tray. And as you already know, I keep my Dunkin' Donuts coffee always lingering somewhere in the background. And as you can see here is the wrenches, which you see top is a 14 millimeter and a 17 millimeter. Then there you see that 17 millimeter lug nut that I basically explained in that last video, that is mainly more common on BMWs, Benz, Audis, and Volkswagens, and quite a few other make model vehicles, where that their rims basically sit on these pins. Okay, over there we have a vise, so we're gonna get to that. Just give me a minute. Okay, so we back to it. As you can see, it's a 14 millimeter. Okay, so okay, to give you a good idea of that 12-point metric on a 6-point metric. Okay, as you can see, basically in the wrench, how there's slightly a little play. Now when you go to put a little force, as you can see the flex from its slim design. Okay, so as you notice the offset, and as you can see, I'm using one finger on the flex. Okay, so the question is not so much of whether they bend, but whether they'll basically bend back. Okay, and these are the thinnest slim profile long end box end wrenches that sit in the beginning of the set, which is a 12 millimeter to 14 millimeter. Okay, okay, now as you can see, here's a 14 millimeter to 17 millimeter, and you can see basically the thickness on the wrench, and this is the 14 millimeter. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get over here once again. Now, as you can see, I have the 17 millimeter, and basically on that lug nut that I basically showed in a previous video, which these are common on BMW, Benz, Volkswagen, Audis, and quite a few other vehicles where their rims actually sit on a pin, as you can see here. Okay. So as you can see, with the 17 millimeter, okay, you can see the slight play. Okay. Now, the 17 millimeter, it does flex a little bit, but it doesn't flex as much as the more, the thinner wrench. Okay. So, as they go up in size, they do become more sturdier. So I do believe, that the quality is there. It's basically dependent upon what you're basically using the small measurement sizes for. So I wouldn't recommend them for everyday use, as you can see. And when you are using them, it'll be very rarely that you do go to them. But when you do go to them, that they will basically get you out of a jam with their sleek, thin offset design. Okay. And as you can see how I have its offset flushed in on the back. Okay. And now, see, I have it locked in to the front, but you still, still get the play in the wrench. Like I said, I haven't run into a problem where it has basically rounded off a fastener. I haven't come across that just yet, but I think they'll fairly hold up for basically what I need them for at the moment. Okay. Okay, so that's your follow-up review on the Genius Professional extra long 12-point metric box end wrenches. Okay. And as you already know, this is your US General 5-drawer tool cart with side tray and deep compartment. To our next one. Check you later. Peace.